Good afternoon. Hi, it's Town Christian Church and friends. You get me in front of my dental office today. I have a really large procedure tomorrow, so having some preoperative work today. So such a pleasure to be here with y'all. Today is our 40 Words for 40 Days Lenten Practice, Pauses for Lent by Trevor Hudson. We are day 18 in our Lenten experience. Today's word is listen. Let everyone be quick to listen, slow to speak, from James 1:19. The German theologian and martyr Dietrich Bonhoeffer once wrote, "Many people are looking for an ear that will listen. They do not find it among Christians because these Christians are talking when they should be listening." Many of us heard that we have one mouth and two ears for this very reason. Listening lies at the heart of life with God, but in order to listen to God, we need to learn how to listen to the person next to us. After all, how can we listen to God whom we cannot see if we cannot listen to the person we can see? I think this is kind of my theme right now, particularly in this time when we are spending much of the Lent experience with John. I find this beloved gospel one that touches my heart. The indwelling of Christ in me wants to reach out to the indwelling of Christ in my neighbor. And I'm finding it so very relevant to hear what the Jesus in my neighbor is saying to me. And the stillness of this time, this wilderness experience, has been such a gift, both in the quiet spaces, but also in this time when political unrest finds it harder and harder to sift through the noise of what's actually being said and what is just noise all around us. So listening has been a spiritual practice for me. Figuring out what is beneath the thing, what's actually being said, what is actually being asked for. And listening has been at the heart of my spiritual practice. How do we really listen when we're with one another? What is at the heart of our relationships? And I find that for me, listening is something that I have to be intentional about when I'm in conversation with others. Asking for God and the Holy Spirit's guidance to do that. So much of our time together in conversation, particularly in this time when we're isolated, we wear these masks. You know, I go into my dental office wearing a mask and then they put their mask on me. We're craving this time with one another that we jump to speaking, we jump to filling the words before the other person even has the time to answer. So I invite you, as I invite myself, to take a deep breath, pause, and really listen, both to what your neighbor is saying, but to what the Holy Spirit is saying, what is being asked of you, what is your spirit calling you to do, to say, what is your neighbor saying, what are your children saying, what is God inviting you to do, to be, to hold in this time right now. Let's see what the daily practice is that Trevor Hudson invites us to do during this time. Ask God today for the gift of ears. Throughout the day, remember James's invitation to be quick to listen and slow to speak. Make a conscious effort in every conversation to listen more than you usually do. And I think take it a little bit further than that. What are our bodies saying to us? What is the temperature around? What is the tone of the space in the room? And look around. When you enter into a space, take notice of things. there's a lot going on, and sometimes when we're rushing around, we're not able to see and to hear. So take time, take a moment, breathe, journal. Notice 3 or 4 things around you when you enter into a new space. When you start a new task, take notice, take a breath. And I find that that initial breath allows you the time before you speak. Not just out of anger, but just in general. Take a breath. Friends, I'll see you tomorrow for our morning reflection. Be blessed.